All right, guys, welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about the burning question that's on every real estate agent's mind, which is door knocking. Now, is it worth it? I know it worked in the past. Is it going to work in 2025? Am I wasting my time doing something that's outdated? I'm going to tell you my opinion about it. I'm going to talk about I've been licensed for 9 years, door knocked for a whole bunch of years, and made hundreds of thousands of dollars in commission doing so, but it's 2025. Is that still the best and highest use of your time in today's day and age? So without further ado, let's get into the video. First and foremost, my name is JP Gandam. I've been in real estate for about 9 years, 8.5, 9 years now, and been doing it all. Literally cold calling, door knocking, moved to digital, moved to online, and moved to getting clients on autopilot through different avenues. Now, if you're just looking for information and you're just looking to figure out, hey, what strategies can I use to door knock and actually get listings and close deals off of it? It's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, first and foremost, I started back in 2017 where there was not a lot of digital marketing. There was not a lot of people acquiring leads online. Sure, there still was some acquisition of online leads, but we were focusing on door knocking, cold calling, and for sale by owners, expired listings, things like that. So I knocked well over thousands of doors. And in that process, I basically created my own little way to actually get people to respond to me, but also not be rude to me. So I'm basically going to be sharing that here. So step one is figuring out exactly like why do you want a door knock? Why is it that you're wanting to prospect in that way? So there could be a couple different reasons why you want to do that. A couple different reasons include maybe you just like face to face. You're more comfortable just meeting somebody face to face. Another reason is that you maybe want to just get the exercise. You want to get out in the sun. Sure, that works when it's a nice sunny day, but if it's not a sunny day, what are you going to do? You need to have backup ways to prospect because prospecting needs to happen every single day, minimum 2-3 hours a day. Now, how are we actually going to choose who we're going to door knock? Now, when you're starting out, I recommend to hit townhouse complex just because there's more doors that you can actually hit and you don't have to like walk further distances. So, I mean, I was hitting doors at mass, and what that meant was that I needed to be very efficient and I needed to work on a numbers game. This is again purely a numbers game. You hit more doors, you get better at the conversations, you convert more. So, what you want to do at the beginning is you want to just make sure you're hitting like houses that are very close together, either row homes. I liked townhouses because they're extremely close together, or very small houses that aren't super far apart. Yeah, I've hit those $4 or $5 million houses, and as they were good character building opportunities, they weren't really good at getting me opportunities because those people most likely were not going to be moving. So I would recommend to hit houses that are a lot closer together. And moving on to the next thing, what do you actually say when you get to the door? So there's a couple different approaches that I used. I have one I'll tell you about at the end here that is my favorite, but I'll tell you all the ones that are out there available on the market. Now, the first one is a just listed, pretty simple. You go up to the house, hey, just want to let you know that your neighbor John just listed their house and it's listed for whatever amount of value. This does affect the way that your home is listed. Would you be interested in understanding how that worked? And you get a pretty quick yes or no answer. Like they're gonna pretty quickly tell you like, hey, f off, or yeah, sure. Like, what do you mean by that? And you can go in more into it. You always want to make sure you're collecting at least their phone number and email address. If not, like more information about them, where do they want to go, figure out what their motivation is. A lot of times they'll actually be like, yeah, you know what, we were thinking about it, or like, hey, yeah, you know what, the rates are just so high. And what you can say to that is like, hey, yeah, I understand the rates are high, but there are opportunities right now. I mean, I just got my client 3.5%. If that was like possible for you, like, would you consider moving? So you want to have those types of conversations when they get deeper into it. But that's one way to approach it. Now, the next way to approach it is by basically going and doing like something completely different, which is saying, hey, this house just sold, it affects the value of your home. Pretty similar, but it's different angle. It's saying that something sold and this affected the value of your home. Now keep in mind, you don't even need to be the person that actually sold it. You can just be somebody reporting market information to the neighborhood, or if you're farming an area, you're that guy that always tells people what's going on in their neighborhood. Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody lists a property and sells the property, they're not knocking on all those doors. They might be already more established in their career. They might be busy. They might not even care about getting more new business. So you could be that person going out there. Now, the way that I like going about this, and I think the most effective way to do this, is to do something called house hunting. Now, I will preface this does require you to have a pretty qualified buyer ready to go, but you can get pretty qualified buyers ready to go within your brokerage, within your community, within your friends that are agents. Everybody has a buyer that if they found the perfect place, they jump on it. So let's say I was brand new in the market, didn't know what to do, contacted a buddy. He's like, yeah, I've been working with this buyer for a couple months, just can't find anything. And they're looking for a house with 3 bed, 3 bath with a coach house. So you go to the coach house neighborhood and you say to everybody, hey, how's it going? My name's JP. I'm actually just in the area because I have one specific buyer who wants to purchase something in this area and nothing's come up on the market. And they're actually willing to pay a little bit more than the market value if the house fit their needs. So it's a pretty cool opportunity if you didn't want to go market the house, have random people show your house, and go through all that hassle. Have you guys ever thought about making a move in the next 3 to 6 months? Boom. That opens up doors like you will never believe because it's very hassle free. You're offering value and you're also basically going to somebody with a no brainer offer if they were planning on moving. So it's a really good offer to be putting out there on the marketplace, which is why I liked it. And also, what I would do on top of that is if they didn't answer the door or if nobody was there, let's say I just knocked on the door and nobody's there, I would basically leave this letter. I called it the magic letter because I got the highest amount of people responding actually call me, and I've sold like 5 6 properties just doing this. But it's this letter that basically says exactly what I said at the door, but in the letter. And it says like things like, this is a very sincere attempt. And it's a really great letter. If you want to DM me on Instagram, just DM me magic letter and I'll send that over to you. But yeah, that letter worked extremely well in getting people to give me a call. And then when you have people calling you rather than you calling them, the whole dynamic is different because they've reached out to you, their intent is way higher, their motivation is higher, and it's just a better conversation. So that's kind of the best way that I door knocked and I found clients. Now, if you don't want to do that, which I don't recommend you door knock in today's age because there's digital marketing, and if you don't know how to do that, you can watch some of my old YouTube videos. But if you just want a completely done for you installed system in your business, so you don't have to go and knock on doors, cold call, do all those frustrating tasks like open houses, things like that. There's a link below. You can apply to work with us. We only work with people who we think are a fit, meaning they actually want to get the deals done and want to contact their clients that we're giving them. You can apply below, and one of our teammates will reach out to you. But until the next YouTube video, I'll see you guys next time.